Hello everybody and welcome back to some Nuclear Throne. We're jumping in once again. I cannot remember who we last played as. Was it Melting? And we did Planet recently too, so let's move over to YV. YV, why the hell not? Let's go for it. Happy to be jumping into some Nuclear Throne again. As I've said it multiple times before, but Nuclear Throne's just one of those games for me where it's like, it's just so chill. It's just, I don't know, it's a really, like, tense sort of action-packed game, like, more so than a lot of roguelikes, I'd say, like, a lot more so, but I still find it to be one of those games that's, like, really just easy to play. Like, I feel like it's not that it's, like, mindless, or, like, not that it's mindless in a bad way, it's kind of mindless in a good way. And, I mean, there's plenty of games within that genre, within that sort of field, where they kind of have that. What shall I take here? I'll take Scrap Times, why not? Yeah, there's plenty of games in that sort of field where it's like, they are, they're really easy to play without sort of engaging yourself too much. Whereas, I think games, especially ones like Enter the Gungeon, I mean, not so much for me anymore, because I have like 1,000 hours in that, and Binding of Isaac especially, are a lot more engaging in terms of like, you have to put a lot more thought into how you play and what you do. Whereas this game, there is definitely strategy, especially when you get into the later loops, there's a lot of strategy, but for the most part, it's very much just like fun, mindless shooting, going stage to stage, and especially with all the modded content that we utilize, that we play with, makes it very, very fun. I'm gonna go with Bolt's Ricochet first. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's very mindless, but at the same time, it's so satisfying. It's just it really is great. It's kind of crazy how good of a roguelike this still is. I mean, definitely modding has brought new life to it for me in a big way. And I mean, most of the roguelikes I actually play nowadays, I play with mods on, just because, for one, I really enjoy it, for two, I really like showcasing stuff in the channel and getting involved in the communities, but three, yeah, it just breathes new life into games, and I think something like Nuclear Throne, especially on the mutation side of things, it really gives it a breath of fresh air. But yeah, even without it, it's still such a good roguelike that holds up so incredibly well, which is, it's kind of hard to say that for many of the other roguelikes of Nuclear Throne's kind of generation. Like, Nuclear Throne was one of the early adopters, and I know Binding of Isaac sits in that camp, but even then, like, Binding of Isaac Rebirth, the early days, there was a lot wrong with it. There was a lot of problems, and it was definitely lacking in certain areas. And I think Nuclear Throne has always been simpler, and I think it strived to be simpler, but it did it in such an elegant way. But then it's like, you look at something else, which is another sort of early adopter of the roguelike genre. In fact, probably one of the earliest adopters of the roguelike genre, which is Rogue Legacy. And I think that at least the original Rogue Legacy really, it doesn't hold up well. It isn't, like, at its time, when people were first playing it, I think it was generally accepted as a pretty damn good game. But I think when people play it now, especially with the release of Rogue Legacy 2, which is far superior in my opinion, it kind of shows that, like, yeah, those early roguelikes really, they don't stand the test of time too well. Whereas I think Nuclear Throne is kind of timeless in its gameplay, its style and everything, and like, I know that it's not exactly like I'm talking about a game that's like 20 years old here, but it still is kind of an old game considering. I mean, there was kind of sort of a resurgency in the roguelike genre. It kind of started pretty hot, and Binding of Isaac especially, of course, gave it a good amount of life. But then it kind of had a resurgency in the past sort of, I don't know, the past like 5 years maybe, where it got like real hot. Like everyone, oh god, everyone and their brother was making roguelikes, and I love it because roguelikes are my favorite type of games. Like, I sort of realized over the years how I basically liked roguelikes before roguelikes existed, and it's why I was so drawn to the genre from my YouTube channel, and it's why it's one of the games that I play most. Basically, I like games where each time you play it's different, and it can be played kind of endlessly. And I say that like I kind of was playing roguelikes before I was really playing roguelikes, mainly because one of my most played games, and I think it is even still to this day my most played game, I haven't played it properly in a few years, but it still is my most played game, it's Diablo 3. You may be thinking, well, Diablo 3 is not a roguelike, it's an RPG, but Well, it's kind of an RPG, but you know what I mean. But anyways, it kind of is, though, because especially when they introduced the Nephilim Rifts mode, I don't know how many of you out there have played Diablo 3 to know it well enough to know what I'm talking about. But, oh god, let's be careful here. Yeah, I don't know how many of you have played it, like, to know what I'm talking about, but they added basically with the DLC, the Reaper of Souls expansion, they added this thing called Nephilim Rifts. I might die here, yeah. I was thinking I was going to die to the explosion anyways. It's fine. Well, that wasn't a great run. But yeah, they had this thing called Nephilim Rift, which basically what it'd do is you'd go in and you could like crank up the difficulty and sort of work through the ranks of difficulty. And each time it would pick a random stage from the game's story and some exclusive stage to the Nephilim Rifts and a random set of enemies from the game's story, and again a few exclusives to Nephilim Rifts, as well as on top of that it would have elites that would randomly generate, and the elites would have like 2 or 3 effects at the same time selected from a random list of like 30 or 40 effects. So it was always randomized. So basically every time you played it, it was always different. And it really did feel like a roguelike run. Now, it very much felt more like a Rogue Legacy type deal, where you have a lot heavier meta progression, because you are finding legendary loot and upgrading your gear that persists throughout runs. You're not really finding upgrades within runs themselves. But there was a certain aspect of that, because they had these things called pylons, where you can get like temporary buffs to like your lightning damage, or your strength, or your resistances. And they were kind of like temporary sort of upgrades per run that you'd get. And yeah, I don't know, it really felt to me like that never-ending, I don't know, the feeling of being able to play one game forever, and it never really having a definitive end. And I don't know why, but that is such a huge appeal to me. I really like it, and it's why at the minute, like, I would have said like last year probably that Enter the Gungeon was sort of my favorite game, or had been my favorite game. But I definitely say now, with Repentance, that Binding of Isaac is my favorite game, just because the Repentance update just did such a fantastic job of like balancing the game and bringing it into a place where it feels good to play. Like, it never feels too cheesy anymore. There was a lot of cheesy bullshit in the original, and that's kind of gone away for the most part. And yeah, it's in such a good place. And I don't know how many of you out here are watching the Isaac series. I don't know how many of you are exclusive to this series or whatnot. But I actually got to speak to the developer of Repentance yesterday, which was, oh wow, I'm such an idiot. Which was fucking awesome. I took part in a charity speedrunning event, where me and a bunch of other YouTubers, along with Kilburn, Vin, the like creator of Repentance pretty much, joined in as well, and we ran the game in sort of a like tournament style fashion, see who could get the best times, while people were donating to activate effects like activate the R key, deal 1 damage, all sorts of wacky stuff. And yeah, I ended up being able to sit in a chat with Kilburn for quite a long while and just kind of chat with him, and it was thoroughly enjoyable. It was really cool. Also, the event was awesome. We managed to raise like $2,330 for I think it was a mental well-being, mental health charity, which was pretty awesome. Went really well, a lot better than we were expecting. There should be a video for it on my channel soon. It won't be out yet, but over the next week I should be editing that together and at least showing my runs of that, because I had 2 or 3 just fantastic runs. Like, I'd been practicing so hard to get a good time, but like obviously the donation effects really made it so your practice didn't matter all too much. So it ended up being really fun. I had a really good time. It was like a whole day thing. That is why there wasn't a Nuclear Throne episode yesterday, by the way, if any of you are wondering. I'm really stupid. Why did I walk in front of that? I'm so stupid. God damn it. I'm having a bad time here. So it's just because I'm just in the in talking mode rather than playing mode right now. But yeah, like I said, I'll put a video out on it soon. But yeah, it was super cool. It was really nice to be able to talk to a bunch of other Isaac creators as well. Like, I got to chat to Preets for a little bit, Keelven, obviously Kill Burn as well, and then a bunch of other people. It was really awesome. It was a really good time. And yeah, it is why there was no Nuclear Throne video yesterday, so I do apologize for that, but that's going to happen from time to time. I've sort of basically given myself a little bit of leeway in that regard. Like, I used to be very rigid and very strict on myself about making sure I got my videos out and all that sort of stuff. Now I've kind of taken a little bit of a more relaxed view on it, and I've kind of gotten to the point where now, as long as I upload the Isaac video, as long as I get out one video a day, I'm happy. I always make sure I do that. But the second video of the day, I always try to get it out. But if there's something that's going to hold me back or make it difficult to do so, I'm not going to put pressure on myself to get it out, because I think especially if it's one that I haven't recorded yet, which is much time the case for anything other than Isaac, I end up rushing it a little bit and kind of not playing my best or not having the best commentary. I think I kind of like to say that Binding of Isaac is my sort of chat shit series, or Enter the Gungeon for that matter, where I just kind of talk about nothing related to the game. But I do think Nuclear Throne has started to really fill that gap, because, as I said earlier, it is one of those games where it feels very viable to do that. And it feels like it fits the viewing experience of you guys. Like, I know the series doesn't get the most views on my channel, but it still gets a good, like, 100 to 200 per episode, which is pretty awesome. I know you guys don't comment a ton, but it's still nice to see people are loyal to this series and still enjoying it. It's actually kind of weird, because this series started off as part of a bigger series called Roguelike Roulette. You'll see it's still in the title of these episodes. Roguelike Roulette has kind of taken a step back, mainly because of Repentance. The release of that kind of put that by the wayside, but the original intention of Roguelike Roulette was to play different roguelikes every few weeks on the channel on the weekends, and I'd play one on the Saturday and one on the Sunday. And then Nuclear Throne got bumped into both slots, the Saturday and the Sunday, just because people were liking it so much. And then I got to 24 episodes, which is where I was going to stop. 24 meant it had been running for a good amount of time. And I was like, I wanted to make sure the thumbnails got a good amount of use because they were so good. So I was happy with the amount of use they got at that point. But then people just liked it so much, and I was so happy with the art that Skkull had done for the thumbnails. I was like, hell, this game's really fun to play. It's easy to record. It flows very well with my channel's style. It just kind of makes sense to keep it going because people are still enjoying it. And the viewership has only gone up, which is kind of surprising. Like, normally on YouTube, you tend to find that series do tend to trend down. I'm going to take the laser bro and see if I can get some laser action going on. Yeah, series do tend to trend down. Like, the views start high and get lower over time. Well, Nuclear Throne's actually been pretty much the exact opposite of that, which is weird for YouTube. But it did, wait, am I getting the extra laser brain effect on this? It sounds like I am, but I don't think I am. It started off doing decently well, like, but nothing amazing. But then, like, when we started introducing mods, and I kind of sort of made myself a little more known in the modding community as well, it kind of went big. And as well, I think on top of that, another thing that people quite like about the series, or at least I hope they quite like about the series, is that there's not really that many people out there that I know of, at least, that are doing Nuclear Throne content full stop, but especially doing modded Nuclear Throne content. It's kind of rare. And like I said, I do like to think that my channel fills the niche of modded roguelike content. And I know you can't exactly call it a niche, considering there's a lot of channels out there that do it, especially ones bigger than mine, like Huts. But I still like to say that it's still kind of a niche, because there's not tons of people doing it, and it's not like super regular content for a lot of people. It's like, even Huts, he does it, but it's not his primary deal. Oh damn, Big Boy's tough. I'm about to run out of ammo too. Did I get him? No. There you go, now I got him. He's still trucking. I did have the vines there to go to the new floor for a minute, but they're gone now. Oh god. Scared the shit out of me. Whoa, what the heck is this? I like it. Whatever it is, I like it. I think with this ammo situation we've got going on, we should be fine. to spam out this thing here. Like, yeah, easily back up to the full ammo. The dagger. Seems okay. It's not great. Okay. Still very much need some healing here. Should be okay though. Oh, hello. I'm gonna go with that. Explosion of toxic clouds avoid us. Using ammo heals us is also good. Good. Flare assault rifle. Seems pretty good. I need something explosive. That's kind of what we need right now. No, the saw blade. You bastard. The saw blades. I really wish those enemies could get changed. Like, I would say that's one thing about Nuclear Throne modding. It's so good. There's so much unique shit. But also, I really feel like not many people know how to make good enemies. Like, there is some really cool ones out there. But there's also a hell of a lot of bullshit. A hell of a lot of bullshit. Like, why does that invisible enemy on this floor exist? Just why? There's no need for that. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just salty. There is some really cool stuff about that. I've been really enjoying the new bosses mod. The new bosses mod is pretty top tier. There you go. You probably should pick up the wrench, to be honest. Like, there's no reason not to. Let's keep it going. Crossbow, maybe? I really want to do, like, an explosion toxic build. Like, I know that they're pretty hard to make work. You need a lot of mutes and, like, toxic or explosive weapons for them, but I still think it could be fun. There you go. Got you. I love this as a starter. This thing with the piercing and everything, it's just so good. It's just so good, man. Harpoon launcher can be kind of fun sometimes too. Get supplies when leveling. We're low enough level that I think supplies when leveling could be kind of good. Neither of you died from that? What the heck? Golden chest there for the haste. Please die. Golden flame shotgun. What? Isn't this like a great gun for this early on? Supplies when leveling goes hard. I remember this being real good. Right. Where on earth are we going now? Beautiful. Oh, see, invisible enemy. Why do you exist? Wait, what? Is there another one? Just please don't say there's another invisible enemy. I'm hoping it's just a rat that's like snuck off somewhere. That's always the case. Yeah. Okay. This weapon could pop off if we get the right stuff. Raindrops turn to steam, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Nice. Golden laser SMG. Oh my god, this is tricky. Luckily the spinny thing's not in a terrible spot. Should be okay. Come here, you crow. Wait, what? Golden... Ultra golden minigun. What the fuck? Okay, this is amazing. I don't know where this came from, but I'm all for it. No, it doesn't even use rads. I thought it used rads as ammo, but it does not. This thing's insane. Get some haste ammo as well. Get that in there. Right. Oh, hello, Crystal. I'm gonna leave you for a sec. Yeah, I'll come back to you now. Hey, invisible boy, I see you. Yeah, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Bouncy bullets could be insane with this setup. Okay, apparently these do not get bouncy bullets. These do, however. Is that it? I think I just cleared out the whole stage. Right, let's go looking for our cube buddies. Oh, there they are, there they are. Got them. We got 2-2. 2 question mark even. We've got 6-1. Is that it? Normally there's a lot more than that. Oh well. Guess we're going here. Oh wait, this is the white. Oh no, this is. Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting to end up here. Good old pizza sewers. I always forget that this pizza sewers isn't even the normal, like, vanilla pizza sewers. Normal vanilla pizza sewers are so much worse. The Auto Magnum. Intriguing. As far as auto weapons go, an Auto Magnum seems pretty good. Okay, there you go. Boss time. Let's get him. Not enough rads. Okay, it does use rads. Interesting. I didn't think it did, but maybe I was just getting enough rads back at the same time. Lasers burn, I guess? But yeah, I can use this thing until we I don't know why that missile just went. The hell is this thing? Toxic bubbler. The missile just disappears. There you go. Look, it just. Why? How did it end up over there? God damn, this Magnum's pretty good. We got a pretty good setup right now. What? It just one-shot that thing. It's illegal. Dude. The shot cannon. What the fuck? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna keep that. Oh god, there was a lot more enemies in this little corner than I thought. There you go. Thick head. Let's go with double plutonium hunger. Right, that's out of ammo. Do a few shots here and there on those guys. There you go. This thing's absurd. This thing is absurd. I want some shotgun modifiers. That'd be awesome. Oh, that was close. I hate those. God damn, yeah, the plutonium hunger is insane on double. The auto mortar. IDPD rocket launcher. That's also pretty good. The auto mortar. Now that sounds... yeah. Sounds pretty awesome. Oh, there's more of them. Go here. Holy hell. Automotor's kind of insane. Explosions are toxic. There you go. That's what we're looking for with the automotor. This is what we're looking at. Right here. This is pretty insane. I love how fast you can fire this thing. This is absurd. You get out of here, you. You've had your fun. Look how rapid that is. God damn. Salt Shaker as well. Awesome. Bit of extra HP. I always remember a Salt Shaker. Create an impenetrable wall. So much poison. Yeah, this leveling up thing just does not... It just ignores what level you're on, just gives you a random weapon, I think. So you can get some really overpowered weapons for where you currently are in the game. Which is awesome. I like that. You can't shoot me through my cubes. Right. I'm gonna remove some health to get another mutation, I think, here. I think I'm good for an extra mute. Not really what I was looking for, especially when one of them just gives us the health back pretty much, but I'll take it. That didn't kill you? Excuse me, sir. Oh, Big Wolf. We accidentally mortared him, I think. But he's dead. Yeah, this minigun's absurd. Oh god, I took a lot of damage then. I think the poison got me. This is absurd. We are about to die, but it's still absurd. Thank you. I don't know how far the mortar allowed to fire it. This time we got the Jackinator. Wow. That thing's pretty cool. Pretty cool, my lord. The higher your reload time, the faster your reload speed. I don't know what that means, but I'll take it. Oh god. One of them got through. I had to walk into the poison. I think we're okay. Oh, we got the launcher. The black hole gun. Okay, we got 2 guns that work on rads now. I feel like that's not a great combo. But at the same time, it's awesome. Okay, we're doing alright so far. +2 bonus ammo. Let's go. I need normal ammo. Where's all the actual ammo? Oh god, I'm all out. I'm all out. There it is. There's some ammo. Oh my god. I actually get a lot there. Don't really know how. I'm still taking damage. Not good. Long arms for some reason. There you go. Oh my god. Oh, that's a lot of dogs. We do so much damage to the dogs. There's so many of them, though. How on earth did we kill them that easily? Golden Ultra SMG. Interesting. Is that it? That is it. Somehow. That is it. Doubt was going to be anything better than what we have right now, but there you go. Ultra spam gun. It doesn't do anything. The fossil cannon. Whoa. That's pretty cool. Smart mortar. I kind of like the idea of this fossil cannon. But at the same time, ultra golden minigun. Can I really give it up? Can I really give it up? Hello, sir. I come to challenge you. Are you ready for this? Gone. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I'm so dumb. I completely I don't know why, but I thought that I'd still be able to destroy the generators after it died. That's not how this works. I'm so dumb. Anyways, that was a fantastic end to a fantastic run nonetheless. I hope you guys did enjoy that. That was pretty awesome. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.